Oh, sorry, Shannon, you can go ahead and tap.
Okay, perfect.
So awesome. So Shannon's given me the go-ahead to get started. I just want to thank you, Shannon, for having me over in your beautiful home. I can't wait to spoil you with a huge free shopping spree. Now, some of you are new faces, some of you I have met before. What I'd really love is to just go around the room. If you can tell me who you are, and if you could tell me, I don't know, let's say what you would do with $20,000. So I'm going to start over here with you. You are?
Hi, I'm Vera.
Vera.
$20,000. I pay off my daughter's school because she's gone away.
You pay off
school.
your daughter's school.
Yeah.
Okay, great. And you are?
I'm April.
Yes.
And if I had $20,000, I'd rip my kitchen apart and start from scratch.
Kitchen renovation. Good way to spend $20,000. And how about you?
I'm Cheryl, and Vera made me feel guilty, so I'll put it away for my son's education.
Awesome, awesome. Well, the reason I was actually asking what you do with $20,000 is because I would actually love to give each and every one of you $20,000 or more for that matter. Because I'm currently looking for Partylite consultants in my business, and I totally understand that it may not be for any of you. But we actually have 3 different types of income opportunities. You can sell to friends and family and, you know, support your candle habit and maybe have a little bit of fun money. Or our part-time consultants working about 5 hours a week make about $1,000 a month. But what I'm really looking for right now, and like I said, it might be you or maybe someone you know, is for people that are looking for more of a part-time management position, say 10 to 15 hours a week. And our part-time managers in Canada earn between $20,000 and $70,000 a year. Now I'm going to give you an opportunity at the end of my party. I'll make it interesting, of course, with prizes, to ask me a few questions about what I do, if for no other reason to pass along information to someone that you might know, and I give beautiful, expensive, gorgeous recommendation gifts. So my name's Tammy, for those of you who haven't met before, and I sell Partylite for a couple of years now, and if you have any questions, I'll be happy to answer in a little bit. So let's get started. Before, when you came in the door, and I introduced myself to you, I gave you a folder, and I pointed out the flyer with all the specials for the month. Can you all pull out that flyer now? The reason I want you to have that in front of you is because these are all of our specials for our guests and hosts in January. So not only can you see what you can get as a guest today, but I'd like to entice you, like I enticed Shannon, on getting these products for free as a host. You know, anytime during my presentation that you see me with anything that's on that flyer in my hand, has to be in my hand, if you yell out the sale price to me, I'm going to give you a gift. There's only one rule. Everybody's got to win once before someone wins twice, because Cheryl's been studying the flyer. Joke works every time. So, I want to talk about fragrance first, because fragrance is such an important decorating element. I don't know if you know this, but people associate you with the fragrance of your space. This is really bad news for me. I have 2 big dogs. Do any of you have pets at home? Mm-hmm. And I have a really stinky teenage boy. Do any of you have kids at home? And my husband, the smelliest of all. So if you've got a man stinking up your place, you might need what we have to offer at Partylite.
One thing I don't have.
Some of you have all 3, so you're in a lot of trouble. Now, one of the best ways to fragrance your home, of course, is with our high quality burning candles. Now, I'm pretty sure you've all tried our tea lights before, is that right? Yes. Well, do you know, I don't know if you've ever bought that big bag of 100, you know, that bag for 14. It actually takes 15 dozen of those tea lights to last the exact same amount of time as 3 dozen Partylite tea lights. Now we have some incredible fragrances for 2015, so I just want to pass around a few of my favorites. All of you belong to a fragrance category. I don't know if you know this. Some of you are fresh and clean, some of you are edible and spicy, and I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about your fragrance preference. And my favorite edible and spicy for 2015 is lemon lime mint. So I'm just going to pass that around and pass it around. My next fragrance that you might want to try out in one of your 3 dozen tea lights.
Oh, they're for $30?
Exactly, Vera's got it. So $30. So I have a prize here for Vera. Oh, lo and behold, it's a tea light that I was just talking about.
Thank you.
And I think that's a new fragrance too. Golden Birch came out in the fall. It's my absolute favorite. Happens to be what I'm burning tonight as well. Okay, so Vera's just shared with you that you can all save money on your tea lights tonight. You can get 3 dozen for just $30. So you'll save $7.50 on your tea light purchases today. Those are great to have on hand because tea lights are your like no fuss, no muss candle. They last 5 hours, they burn down to nothing, and they look gorgeous in any holder you actually see the candle because they're not that cheap tin like that big bag of 100 that we were talking about. Now another great way for you to get fragrance in your house is with a votive candle.
45.
Wow, you guys are really quick.
And I studied it.
So I have a tea light for you as well. You know what I might do is have the corresponding prize to go with these.
I was just thinking that.
Yeah, what a good idea. Okay, anyway. Votives are the candle that provides the most ambiance. Now, of course, our votives must be in some sort of holder. How many of you burned votives already? Fantastic. So you know that they burn clear liquid. They kind of look like wine on fire when they're burning, and when they're done, there's nothing left at the end. I don't know if you've ever burnt a votive from the store, but usually you burn them, you run out of wick, you got a big chunk of wax, you can't get it out of your holder, you're chipping it out at the sink with a knife, running it under hot water, someone told you to put it in the freezer, and then they laugh usually. And tonight you can get 6 boxes of votives, $54 worth of votives for just $45, like April just mentioned. And you can have as many of these deals as you like. If you like to get the tea light offer and the votive offer, completely cool. Now I might suggest that you try out our sexy new forbidden fruit fragrance, Blackberry Boudoir. So let me just pass that around. All right. Now, my favorite way to get fragrance in your house is actually a flameless option, and that's our Scent Plus melts. So if you want your home to smell great 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, then you're going to want to pick up our Scent Plus melt. Now here I have 5 packages.
$30.
Very good, Cheryl. So I have a tea light for you as well.
Thank you.
You can get our 5 forbidden fruit fragrances in the melts now, so you could have one of each to create your own sexy concoctions of invent your scent. So why these are so great, because each piece of the wheel will give you up to 70 hours of fragrance. So one wheel is 720 hours of fragrance for only $7. But like Cheryl just mentioned, if you get 5 packages, only $30 for all of that. Isn't that incredible? Now what you're going to do with these is you're going to put them in one of our electric melters. And I brought what I feel is the most gorgeous new melter for the year. I know many of you have the enchanted holder already, and now we have the matching warmer. So you simply plug it in, flick the switch, put a couple squares in the top. That will liquefy and give you fragrance in about 1,000 square feet, and it'll last about 70 hours. After it doesn't smell anymore, you have to take the wax out and put in new wax, because the wax lasts forever, and I don't want to see you in a party 2 years from now telling me that you still have the same chunk of wax in there. You're waiting for it to burn away. That's actually a safety feature with Partylite melts, that it never burns away, so your melter is never hot and generating heat for a piece that's going to break. It also will never reach a temperature that will burn you. Now, all of our melters are in around $50, so I just want to quickly divert your attention to underneath these offers I'm telling you about to our half price item. Because when you spend $50 today, you could have that melter for half price. So even if you want to pick up the melt offer and the tea light offer, you can use that to get to $50 to then get the melter half price. Or you could buy the melter and get a second one for another room in your house half price to carry fragrance from room to room. Now I want to show you another flameless fragrance option, and that's our Smart Scent Sticks. So this is revolutionary as far as I'm concerned, because I'm quite the klutz, so I was always tipping over my reed diffuser oils, and this is no fuss, no muss, no oil. These sticks themselves are scented. So you simply take out as many as you like for the strongest fragrance you want. So for those of you that are a little bit scent sensitive, you can control the amount of fragrance that you're using. And you put them in a holder like this, and that'll fragrance your room. No oil. You don't like them. They don't burn. Don't try. They're not incense. They're smart scents. And you can have
3 for $50.
Exactly, 3 for $50, Shannon. So
I was trying not to interrupt.
Oh no, you can yell and interrupt. You can have 3 packages of these for $50 today, and that would count as your $50 purchase. Now, you could take the holder to put them in for half price, but it's only $10, and I want you to save more than $5 tonight. So you might want to use that as your way to get the melter for half price or something of greater value. These are great for all the rooms in your house that you don't want to leave a candle burning unattended. I can't tell you how valuable they are in my 16-year-old's bedroom. And also the basement, just to kind of get that musty smell away. Now lastly, I have another offer for you, and it's such a great offer, maybe not necessarily for yourself, but if any of you ever give gifts, it's an amazing gift offer. And that's our 3 essential jars. So these jars,
50.
perfect, now you get your
Everybody-
second candle, yay! 3 essential jars would normally cost you $60, and these are so great. You know when you go to someone's house for dinner, and you bring a bottle of wine, and the bottle of wine costs $15, and it lasts 15 minutes? Ha ha ha. There's only 4 glasses in there. This is a gift that you can give your host for about the same price that's going to give them 50 to 60 hours of enjoyment. And you can get 3 different fragrances. Perfect to have on hand for dinner parties or teachers' gifts at the end of the year, or, you know, a little gift for your hairdresser and all that kind of stuff. You can combine any of those offers to get your half-price item. In fact, you get a half-price item for every 50 you spend. So if you picked up the jars and the scent sticks, you could have 2 items for half price. If you spent $150, you could have 3, but that's really when we should probably discuss having a party and getting it for free like Shannon's doing tonight. All right, now the last offer that I have for each and every one of you is you'll see on the left-hand pocket of your folder that tonight you can get $390 worth of product for only $99. And that's a picture of our starter kit.
Oh.
That's a picture of our starter kit, and I'm currently looking for consultants for 2015 season. So if you can pay off any debt or looking to do renovations, you might want to consider that deal. I don't know if it's for you, but you can try it for 3 parties, see if it's for you. If it is, great. If it isn't, well, then we don't really want you to stay anyway. All right. So now that I've shown you some different fragrance options that are on sale, I just want to show you a couple other things. I mentioned the essential jars, but we have all different kinds of jars. And this one's really cool because it's called a glow light, and so I just want to show you what that means. When you light this jar, unlike a regular jar that only lights at the top, this jar is going to light right from the top to the bottom. It almost looks like it's glowing from the inside out. Isn't that cool? Yeah, that's a good guess. And this particular jar is Mango Forever or Forever Mango. I can never remember which. And when you purchase this jar tonight, not only do you have a great gift or you know, a beautiful candle for your home, you're also helping support the Children's Miracle Network. And Partylite has raised over $3.7 million in their partnership with the Children's Miracle Network. So that's a really special candle to us. I also have one of my favorites, a Nature's Light 3-wick. And the reason this is so special is because when you light this one, it crackles like a fireplace. So if you're like me, without a real fireplace in your home and you want to snuggle up with a book and a blanket on a cold winter's night like tonight, you might want to have this to simulate the warmth of a fireplace. This particular fragrance is white cedar leaf, so it kind of reminds you, or it's reminiscent of like a cottage or a camp or that kind of thing. I'll pass that around. Now, I already mentioned and showed you our fabulous new Blackberry Boudoir fragrance, and this is not only a great candle for your home, but such an excellent gift because it's already beautifully gift wrapped. So, this jar is worth $32. I'll pass that around as well. And something else that's really new, I know so many of you love lavender, and lavender is a calming fragrance and helps you sleep at night. So this is a beautiful candle for your bedroom. And this is part of our Brighter World line. It's 97% soy, and just so you know, candles that say soy in the store only need to contain 10%. This candle is 97% soy. I'm going to pass this around, all natural, essential oils, no additives of color or perfume. Now, if you love all these jars and you can't decide between which, I just want to let you know that you can get this $150 worth of jars, having a party like Shannon, any month this year with just 10 buying guests. You'll get all 4 for just $20. That's $5 a jar. Now, for those of you that don't want any fragrance and don't want any flame, I have something for you too. This is our LED. And these are perfect for children's room in the evening, or I even have customers that put them in their outhouses for night lights. And what's so great about these is they're made of real wax, so they look like a real candle. And there's just a green button on the bottom, and when you hold the green button down, it flicks on and off, and I've just set it to timer mode. So now it's going to come on every day at 4:15, and it's going to stay on for 5 hours, and it's going to shut off, and it's going to come on tomorrow at 4:15. Now we do carry these in 3 different heights. This is the shortest. Also really nice in our lanterns, something like this. But if you buy the entire set of 3, you get a remote, so your husband will really like them too. And you can actually get the entire set of 3 with the remote as your half price item today. So to me, that's like getting 4 items for half price. All right, so now that I've shown you, oh, I should show you this pillar because I brought it. This is like, smells just like I would imagine that Johnny Depp smells like. This is one of Jonathan Adler's new fragrances that he collaborated with Partylite to create with us. And I was really fortunate to just recently visit Jonathan Adler's studio in New York, which was super cool. Got to sit in his desk. And he has done an exclusive line of products for Partylite. I brought some of them with me today. They include, you know, these gorgeous elephants, which are good for good luck, and this fabulous trio that you see here. So if you want to add a lot of glitz and a little glamour to your house, Jonathan Adler's the way to go. Our pillar candles burn a little bit differently than the candles you find in the store. And should you purchase one, I'll share with you how that's done.
He smells like
Johnny Depp.
Since I'm talking about Jonathan Adler, I just want to show you this elephant set here. In here, I have 1 of 2 of a jar set, also in Jonathan Adler. And you can get these 2 elephants and 2 jars as a set for $75, but again, that could be your half price item today. So if you wanted to buy the tea light deal and maybe some votives to use in the jars after they're done, you could use that to get $50, and then you could get the elephants and the jar set for half price. And just, if you like this look of this entire grouping here, I just want to let you know it's worth $276, but when you have just an average party with a couple bookings and 10 buying guests in the month of January, you can get everything you see here for $35.
Well, cheap.
Pretty good, right?
Yeah.
Now, I was just reading the new trends in House and Home this month. I don't know if you've seen it on the newsstands, but it's got all the top trends for 2015. And one of the top trends is sophisticated farmhouse. And I think our fabulous new Lovebirds fountain is going to fit perfectly in with that trend. Now, this piece is $135, but I want to let you know that when you have just, 3 of you decide to have a party, or you have a party and 3 of your friends decide to have a party, I'll give you that for just $30. So $105 off that piece. But if you like the look of everything I have here, and this I love, I can't wait to put these in my own home. These are a new product that we've tried out for 2015. They're made of soapstone, and they're hand carved in India. When you pick them up, they're significantly heavy, which is great, if you have animals or small children and you're worried about them knocking things over. Now, everything you see here is worth $315, but when you host an average party this month, you'll get everything you see here for $40.
Wow.
Not bad, right? Now let's talk about sex, baby. Not you and me. So this line, do you agree that it's so incredibly sexy? So, what perfect timing. Valentine's Day is coming up, just a month away, and Partylite has come out with the most innovative new product. I'm so incredibly happy because this is one of our top selling fragrances. It's Fig Fatale. Do any of you love Fig Fatale? Mm-hmm. So good, right? So the wax in here is very, very different. I'm going to pass it around. You can just stick your finger in there, give it a feel. So that's a massage candle. So when you light that up, it warms the wax. I don't know if I should share with you this, but I have tried it out already. This was not that one.
Oh, okay.
And I didn't put the wax back into the glass
Okay, I'll continue rubbing.
Now, once you try this, I know you're gonna love it. And that holder with the wax is $40, and then the refill is another $20. So that'd be a $60 purchase, and that would enable you to get this gorgeous hurricane for half price tonight. Like, what a setting you can do. I mean, it'll look like a soap opera romance setting in your bedroom for Valentine's Day. Now, I've included some clear glass as well because I love to just decorate that up for the reason or the season. And this whole setting here happens to be some products that we carry in our start kit, which is really cool. So that deal I offered you right in the beginning, the $390 in product for $99, that would be part of what you would be getting. Now, if you love this grouping here, I have the total hidden under here somewhere. This whole thing here is worth $330. When you host a party with me in the month of January, just an average party, you get everything you see here for $35. Wow. Okay.
Pick a date, pick a date.
Bring me 6 pounds.
So now that I've shown you all that, what I need is a volunteer.
I think it should be Cheryl, because she likes
Who, Cheryl, you seem really excited about all the products that I've been sharing.
Yeah.
So can you come over, normally you would stay where you're sitting, but you're gonna come over here with your chair so that we can get it on video. We'll use this right here. Okay. Can you see Cheryl?
Yep.
Perfect. So Cheryl, we're gonna pretend that you're gonna save a boatload of money having a fun girls' night in, just like Shannon's doing today. So the very first thing that would happen to Cheryl and any of you that host your own party is I'm gonna shamelessly bribe you with a gift to go home with today. Now, that's so that you can't change your mind. So the first option that I have for you is you could take home this $45 enchanted hurricane to match this gorgeous melter. So that's choice number 1. So I'm just gonna pass it around to Shannon first. When it gets back to you, Cheryl, you'll be last. You decide which of the 5 gifts I brought that you wanna keep. Okay, so pass it around, comes to Cheryl, okay? The next gift that I'm gonna offer you is one of these gorgeous glow light jar candles in wild strawberry fragrance, which somebody won tonight. So we'll pass that around. The next gift that I'm going to give you is the opportunity to actually get this melter that you see here. I have an extra one, so I'm going to pass that around. Now I have one special gift, Cheryl, but this gift comes with conditions. You can take this $100 lantern, because I have one date left in January that I'm trying to really book. It's January the 17th, so if you choose that date, you can have this $100 lantern. So out of my 5 gift Cheryls, which would you choose?
I want the lantern because I'm going to book a party anyways.
Okay, great. You want the lantern, not the gift I have at your feet here. Okay. Okay, well, let's just pretend it's this lantern, which of course it wouldn't be. It would be a zinc lantern. Okay. So the next thing that happens when Cheryl or any of you have a party is you get a host special. But this month, it's a really good host special. Because normally when you have a party, you get $125 free. But this month, the host special is, I'll double it for you for just 20 bucks. So you get to choose $250 worth of products. Now, out of all the products that I have here, what would you choose?
I'd like just.
That other lantern would look nice.
No, I
The
don't
other
want that
lantern
one.
would look nice. Oh, you could get-
Almost the same size. I'd take the elephants.
The elephants. Okay, great. So the elephants are $75 with a set of candles, so you can have those for free. Now, I'm not very good with math. Does anybody here have a calculator on their phone? Can you just type 250 into the calculator and subtract 75 and then let me know when I'm at 0? What else would you like for free?
I know it's plugged in, but I'd like that warmer.
Okay. She wants the warmer, so here goes the warmer.
The set of 3 tea light holders.
These?
Yes.
So these are 50. So Vera, if you could subtract 50, how much money does she have left to spend?
70.
You have 70 still to spend? Wow, what else would you like?
Can I have those 3 set of animal?
These?
Yeah. Is that
Yes.
a set?
These are 35.
Oh.
So what
Do you
else
want
would
2
you
of
like?
them?
You need another thing for 35. So you got $35 left. Maybe a glow light jar to raise money for Children's Miracle
That would
Network.
be wonderful, yes.
Perfect. All right, now that you have all of that, it continues. Because when you have just 10 people order from your party, outside orders, at the party, online, whatever, I'm going to be able to give you your choice of either 10 dozen tea lights for $20, that's $2 a dozen, or any 4 jars that you want out of the catalog, like I have here, for $20. So what would you choose?
I'm gonna say, it's crazy. I take the 4 jars.
Okay, there's the 4 jars for you. Next, this is when it gets really good.
What?
Well, when all your friends see all this stuff that you're going to get, I think they're going to want to have a party too. And when just one of your friends books a party, I am going to be able to give you any $50 item you want for just $15. Just like when any of you book tonight, I'm going to give Shannon $15 to spend at your party. What would you choose for $50?
Yes, I'd love
Okay.
that.
That happens to be $50. So, you know, I'll be able to give you that when just one of your friends wants to save all the money like you've saved here. But you know what? When 2 of your friends decide they want to have a party, I can then give you any $100 item that you want for $25. Just like I can give Shannon any $100 item to spend at your parties when you book.
How much is that big?
Let's hold on that one.
Oh.
A little bit more than 100, but it's coming up for you.
The lantern.
Well, you could have 2 of these to
Yes.
put one on either side of a fireplace or a mantle, or you could put them on your steps to greet guests, or all over your patio in the summer when you're drinking mojitos out there with me.
Sounds good.
Now, when 3 of your friends decide to have a party, just like when 3 of you decide tonight,
Can I finally have that?
you can have any item you want. Any
I
item.
want that.
So you could have this for $30 instead of $140.
I need a truck.
And lastly, I just want to mention, should you happen to have 4 friends that want to have a party, at your 4th friend's party, just like if Shannon has 4, I'll give you anything you want in the entire catalog for free. So then you could take something like this fountain, this $135 fountain, for nothing. Pretty good, right? Awesome. So thank you, Cheryl. I have a little gift for you. It's a votive. Here you go. And I just want to let you know that all that you have here, oh, I forgot there's one more thing. I'm sorry, I completely forgot this element because you had so much already. If you choose, I can give you another 4 items for free.
For free.
I mean, for half price. For half price.
For half price.
And that should have been earlier. But anyway,
Oh, okay. I want the massage.
the massage and this tray and
And
these.
that tray, that.
Okay, there's your 3 items. Oh, you can have 4. One more item, and you already have the melter.
I'd like to try those sticks.
Okay, perfect. You can just have the sticks, you can't have the filter. Okay. You'll have to purchase that with your free credit at your friend's party. Okay, so the half price items would have gone a couple steps ago, probably right after the $250 free. Thank you, Cheryl, for being my host. You can go back to your seat.
Can I take this with me?
I'm gonna give it to you at your party.
Okay.
So I have to take this all the way from Cheryl, but Cheryl, I can give it back to you when you host your party on January 17th, because you want to take home that 1 lantern with that date attached to it. Now, if I can all have you go into your folders and grab out the piece of paper that you were writing your favorite fragrances on when you were sniffing in the fragrance box before the party started. If you can flip it to the other side, you'll see it's your door prize slip. On your door prize slip, there's room for your name, address, and phone number, but I know you know the answers to those questions, so you can just skip that part and fill it in a little bit later. The first question is your interest level in having a Partylite show. So if you're loving what we've seen and you'd like to save, $500 to $700 having just an average party, getting double the free stuff in January, you're going to want to mark a yes. If you're thinking you'd like to have a party but you're not sure when, you can mark maybe. You'll notice there's no box for no, because we just simply can't understand how anyone could turn this down. And last, I want to go to question number 2. Question number 2 asks if you want some information about my job. Now remember, back at the beginning of the party, I told you I'd give you an opportunity to ask me a few questions about what I do for if for no other reason than to win some fun prizes and have a little fun. So we're gonna play a game called 3 Minutes to Win It. And these are all my paychecks. And for every question you ask me about my job, I'm gonna let you choose one of my real weekly paychecks. And whoever has the most money in paychecks at the end of this game is gonna win the prize. Now, here's a few simple ground rules about this game. You can be as nosy as you want, but it has to be a question about my job. So you can ask me about how much money you can make, you can ask me about how you can come to Jamaica for free with me, some of the trips that Partylite has sent us on previously. You could ask me about how our part-time managers make 20 to 70,000, or our full-time managers make six-figure incomes, or anything about the products we get, the kit, anything like that, as long as it's job related and you're not where did you get your bracelet. Actually, you can ask me that because Partylite gave me that. But and so who wants to ask the first question? Okay, so then fill in that part because we just covered that already.
Mhm.
After the game, I want to draw your attention back to question number 2 on your door prize slip. Now, like I said earlier, I don't know if Partylite could be for you or not, but everybody knows somebody that could use extra income. So whether you want to do this for fun time money and some free candles, or to make $1,000 a month as a part-time consultant, or perhaps you might be interested in our management position. If you'd like some information for you yourself, please mark a heart. If you'd like to pass some information along to a friend, please put a smiley face. But if you're interested in the big money and the management opportunity with Partylite, please put a $sign. You'll notice there's a question about fundraising, so I don't know if you have any organizations that need any money, but I'd love to help you out with that. I'm going to pass all the catalogs now, let you do some shopping. You can pay by Visa, MasterCard, check, and I do take cash. I'll take your orders one at a time in the kitchen. Is there anybody in a rush that needs to leave first? You, Vera?
Yeah, I do,
Okay, good.
yeah.
So I'll take you first in the kitchen, and then as you guys are shopping and eating and drinking and having a lot of fun, I'll just probably be putting some of the candles out. So if you want to come see it before I do that, I'm putting a few things away, but no rush. You know, I need time for my candles to solidify anyway. And thanks again, Shannon, for having me over.
No problem.